Hello again, construction. This is the second in the videos about how to build your wall with a window in it. So last time we worked on a cut list. Today, what we're going to work on now is how to mark your pieces so that then you can mark your pieces, then you're going to cut your pieces, then we can talk about how to assemble your pieces. So again, I'm going to flip the screen down so you can see where I'm working down here. There we go. And you can also see our cut list that we have over here. So I'm going to keep this out and available so you understand this. So again, we need a one top plate, one bottom plate. We have our top and bottom plate right here. We already marked those out. So I'm going to just put those off to the side over here. Okay. Let's see. We also need 4 common studs that are going to be 8 feet long. I'm actually just going to put a bunch of studs that I have. These are just a bunch of walls that I have. So I'm going to take 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to be my common studs. I then also need 2 king studs that I need. And so there are my 2 king studs. Now let's go back. So we have those. We have those. Now we need 2 cripple studs. Excuse me, 3 cripple studs at 4 feet. So I know that 4 feet is the same as 48 inches, so I can actually just line it up here and make a mark. So if I make a mark right there, I'm going to get 1, 2 out of one of these. One stud's going to provide 2 of those, and then I need 1 more piece to be able to cut to 48 inches. So then this one is I'm just gonna mark it right there. And that's where I'm gonna make my mark right there for my cuts. Oh, let me scoot that up just a little bit so you can see. Sorry about that. So that's where I have my cuts there, and then my other cuts right there. So I'm gonna get, I need 3 cripple studs. I'm gonna get another piece of 48 that we can possibly use later on. Hey, we can use it right here for our sill. Let's do that while we have this out. So my sill needs to be 32 inches. So I'm just going to make a mark right there at 32 inches, and that's where my sill is going to be. So I don't need that, I don't need that, but I do need that, and I need that. So I'm going to get 2 parts out of this one piece right here. All right, so I'm going to put those over there too. Now I need 2 trimmer studs at 7 feet. So I don't have 7 feet on here. And then this is where our tape measures come in. So remember, every inch on our tape measure equals a foot for our project. So I'm just going to take one of these studs and I'm going to make a mark at 7 feet. So I made just a quick mark there at 7 feet, and then I'm going to transfer it over, making sure I'm flush on the end there. I'm just going to transfer it onto this stud. So now I have my trimmer studs at 7 feet. Okay, we're getting close. Well, looks like I'm going to need another piece. Oh, here's a couple pieces right here. Maybe these are going to work for me. All right, so now this is just a little bit tricky. So our headers, we need 2 pieces again for our headers. Get this out real quick. Remember, our headers are twice as big because they're supporting the weight from up above. They're going into a spot where our window is, and there's nothing supporting in this area right here. So our header needs to be larger or turned sideways. So we're going to take 2 of these pieces and stack them on top of each other to make our header. Now our header, again, sits on top of our trimmer studs. So because it sits on top of the trimmer studs, it's the same size as the sill, which we determined was 32 inches. It's the same size as the sill plus the 2 trimmer studs. So how we're going to do this is fairly straightforward. Surprisingly, it is. I'm going to put my 2 pieces right there. Then I'm going to get back my 2 trimmer studs. Remember, we marked those right there. And I'm just going to put those right on the side of the 32 because these are going to be sitting on top of the trimmer studs. So I made a mark right there. So I marked that on the side. It's 32 plus the thickness of the 2 trimmer studs. So I'm going to cut there, and that is going to give me my 2 pieces for my header. So that's how I take my cut list and I'm able to put it into my parts. Next thing I'm going to do is go over and use my saw and cut all of my parts. I found that if I have some clamps and being able to hold this down, you may have to hold this with your left hand or hold it firmly here as you make your cuts. But you'll get practice and figure out how to do that using your cuts. All right. So that's how you mark out your pieces. We've gone over how to use the how to come up with a cut list, and now how to mark your pieces. Next thing is how to assemble them for the wall.